Get the latest movie reviews, Hollywood news, and inside views. It's time for Behind the Screens with Lights, Camera, Jackson on 107.7 GNA.
What up, dude?
Hello, happy Friday. How you guys doing?
Of course, Lights, Camera, Jackson takes us behind the screens. So it's interesting because some of the newer movies opening up this weekend have generated some buzz. And we'll find out if one of those can beat out the Madea movie for #1 at the box office. Let's start, because I know you've seen Suburbicon and you've also seen Thank You for Your Service. So let's start there, because these are movies that you can actually tell us if they're any good.
I have not seen Thank You for Your Service, but I did see Suburbicon on Sunday night at the Film Columbia Festival in Chatham. It's going on all week. So they kicked it off with Suburbicon. This is the 6th movie George Clooney's directed. It's a crime thriller set in 1959 about folks living in a seemingly peaceful utopian town, but things aren't as pretty as they seem. Matt Damon, Julianne Moore, Oscar Isaac are in the cast. It's a cool-looking, somewhat thought-provoking film, but I wish the story dug a lot deeper. This comes from a Coen Brothers script originally written in 1986.
Whoa.
And maybe for 1986 the script would have done enough, but in 2017 you got to dig deep with themes and messages and symbolism and important elements in order to really get an impact on your audience.
All right, so I think that there was only interest anyways just because it was Clooney and Matt Damon, but the movie doesn't look particularly interesting. It doesn't seem like it's going to make much of a dent at the box office. Let's talk Thank You for Your Service. I thought you saw it. I apologize. I didn't mean to put you on the spot there.
That's all right.
But the reviews for it look really good, written by the same person who also wrote American Sniper, right?
Yes. Jason Hall. He was nominated for an Academy Award for the screenplay for American Sniper. He wrote and directed this movie. It's based on a 2013 book by journalist David Finkel. It stars Miles Teller, who's also in Only the Brave right now, as an Iraq soldier. This is all about PTSD, post-traumatic stress disorder, which American Sniper delved into heavily, and this film will as well. I think half of the people who go see this movie this weekend will have some involvement with the military or service members. The other half of the people who go see this movie will only go because they like the song in the trailer. I've seen the trailer like a dozen times over the past several months, and the song that's in it, called Human by Rag & Bone Man, is very good. It gets you into the story and it gets you into the characters. So I think that's how it'll go this weekend.
Shania Twain, by the way, has a song on the soundtrack, which is really beautiful too. But you're right that they started promoting the film using Shania Twain, and they switched it to this I'm only human. I think they just wanted sort of a different feel, maybe a grittier feel.
More
I'm not
of
sure
an
what
edge,
they were going for.
maybe.
And also Jigsaw is back from the Saw franchise for the first time in a couple of years. That's probably going to win the box office, right?
It probably will, with around $20 million. And it's amazing. This month, Lionsgate has done new installments of two of their most successful franchises, Madea and Saw. There hasn't been a Saw movie since 2010's Saw 3D, at the time when 3D was hot. This is the 8th Saw movie in the series. Maybe they'll do a few more if this Jigsaw is successful, and it should win around $20 million this weekend.
All right, talk to us, too, about some of the things that they're planning on doing at the Regal Cinemas, like inflated...
Is this really going to happen?
I can't see how they can make this happen. Can you explain what they're trying to do?
This is just like one of those ideas that some random person had at a board meeting, and somebody said, go with it, we'll actually do it.
I agree.
This is nuts. Moviegoers would have to pay more money to see hit movies, and they could pay less money to see bombs. So they just announced they'll be testing out this concept in select theaters, select markets soon. Regal knows going in there are going to be some movies like the Marvel films and the Star Wars films that are going to be hits no matter what. But every other case has to be determined after opening weekend. And there are so many what-if cases. You know, what if a film starts out strong and then falls off the face of the earth? What if a film grows, like independent movies and award season contenders? Having to manage specific ticket prices for every single movie and then having to change them is just too confusing. It's too difficult to do. I mean, this is a desperate move by Regal to get some more money. It is.
Now, if they left the prices the same, so say, I don't know how much it is. So say it's $12 to go see a movie, right? And they left it the same, but then the bombs got less of a, I only pay $8 for some movie that they knew was going to do bad or the critics were panning. then I'm okay with that. But if you're going to raise the price of the blockbuster, why am I going to the movies? But if you keep it the same, I'd be okay with that.
It's just managing everything. A Regal has, theaters with 25 screens or more. It's just in them. It's just too confusing. It's too much to handle. I think on an individual level and on a corporate level, I think it's going to be overwhelming.
All right. If people want more from you, Jackson, how can they do that?
Lights-camera-jackson.com, Twitter at LCJ Reviews. I bet you guys followed the Tanya Harding story back in the 90s very much.
Yeah. Love Tanya Harding. Loved her.
There is a new film, Margot Robbie from Wolf of Wall Street, called I, Tanya. I saw it at Film Columbia. Trust me, she will be nominated for Best Actress, Allison Janney, Best Supporting Actress. Get my review of that on the website. This is an unbelievable movie that's opening soon.
Great stuff. Have a good weekend. We'll talk to you next
Jax,
Friday. Happy Halloween.